Amazon telling employees it's going to cut another 9,000 jobs, and Apple reportedly trying everything it can to avoid job cuts of its own. Joining us to discuss the latest tech distress, Annie Palmer, CNBC.com tech reporter, and CNBC tech correspondent Steve Kovac. Welcome to both of you. Annie, let me start with you. What's going on at Amazon? And these cuts are not merely coming from, well, let me put it this way. These cuts, in some cases, are coming from the more growth-oriented portions of Amazon's business, like AWS.
That's right. So Andy Jassy, the CEO of Amazon, put out this note to employees today, informing them that they are going to lay off 9,000 employees over the next coming weeks. And that's on top of the 18,000 roles they've already eliminated over the past couple months. And you're right that these cuts are landing heavily in Amazon's, profit engines, which are AWS and advertising. In addition to that, they're expected to land in human resources and their live streaming unit, Twitch.
So, Steve, it's not just Amazon, obviously. It's not. A lot of companies. Is it as simple as they simply added too many people during the pandemic?
Yeah, that's a big part of it, Tyler, is they just hired way too many people as a percentage of what they had before the pandemic started. Mm-hmm. Apple is the outlier. Let me just give you some numbers here real quick of the total number of mass layoffs we've seen across big tech. Amazon, with today's numbers, 27,000 gone. Meta, 21,000. Alphabet, 12,000. Microsoft, 10,000. Apple, big fat goose egg.
Well, apart from profitability, right. What are they doing differently, and why do they seem not immune, but maybe a better word is averse to cutting heads?
Part of it is they've always operated, for a $2 trillion company, they've operated much more leaner than a lot of these other companies. We keep hearing from Zuckerberg and today Andy Jassy, lean and efficiency is the name of the game. Apple already operates that way. Now a lot of their hiring was also in retail, which are cheaper employees. But look, when I asked Tim Cook this just a couple months ago, how are you cutting costs if you're not laying people off? They're just not hiring as much anymore. They eliminated a lot of open roles. They're really only, if they are hiring, they're really only focusing on the engineering roles. And even then, the engineering roles are their top initiatives.
You also look at the fundamentals of Amazon. They have lots of warehouses with lots of people in them. And they also got robots in them. But Apple outsources all its manufacturing.
Right.
Those are not payroll employees of Apple.
No, and those are Foxconn jobs mostly for creating the iPhone, and they flex those. So, during the holiday season, when they sell the most iPhones, they'll bring in tens of thousands of more workers and then scale back, when times are leaner. Right now, they're going through this unique thing because of the COVID shutdowns last fall. They actually kind of had to scale up at a different time than they normally would. But again, sales are still going to be down, Tyler, year over year. We're done with these pandemic booms, and so Apple's cutting costs to make up for that. Sales were down 5% last quarter.
And Andy, just to circle back to Amazon, we were talking about this with Deirdre as well, but is there, the shares are down today. Is there some concern that they're cutting from things like AWS, which are, that's supposed to be the behemoth?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell, why the stock is down today, because usually when, companies make these layoff announcements, we see the shares go up. So there's kind of two sides here that maybe the stock is down because investors feel that they just didn't cut enough. They need to cut more. Or you're right, it could be that there's, seeing that they're cutting from AWS and ads, these two growth engines, could be an indicator that there's something wrong fundamentally with the underlying business. I'm not really sure.
Or even a macro slowdown, if you think about it. If AWS is getting cut, that means customers aren't, or even startups. Startups might be going belly up.
Is Jassy vulnerable?
Is he vulnerable?
Yes.
That is a really good question. He's only been, it hasn't even been 2 years yet since he took over. Bezos is still the executive chairman, so it's not like he's totally out the door. I think Andy could probably speak better than that. But for now, I think he's making the right moves that investors want to see.
All right, we'll leave it there. Yeah, Annie, go ahead. Quick word.
I was just going to say, I think Steve is right. I think that the jury's still out on how much of this lands at Jassy's feet, and more is it just him responding to the macro concerns.
Yeah, and maybe what was done, and the bloat that was there that he's trying to fix. Thank you both. Annie Palmer, Steve Kovac, we appreciate it.